Hey guys, and welcome back on my YouTube channel. It's your boy Troll. In today's video we're gonna discuss about epic heroes, what's food and what's not, what should you keep, what you will never use. As you know, I had plenty of comments, questions since I started my free-to-play account. Troll, are you using your epic heroes as food? And obviously my answer is yes, I am using most of the epic I have as food, but also because I know which heroes I will need, which heroes I will not need. So my advice personally is to understand what heroes you're gonna need for the faction abyss, what heroes you're gonna need for the Tower of Mark. It all depends on the hero you have right now. Obviously, I will never recommend to feed any legendary hero, but when it comes to epics, I truly believe there are some heroes that you're just never gonna use, and it's way more important to have a A5 hero or even two A5 heroes rather than keeping hundreds of epics because you think they're gonna be good one day. Again, I do it on my free-to-play account, and I also feed those on my main account. So I prepared a list for you that in my opinion will show you more or less what's a good hero, what do we know right now you're gonna need late game, end game, and what do we know is most probably never gonna be used by you. So for me, this is the list. As you can see on the very top, you're gonna have heroes that you should keep that are most probably gonna help you more or less, because either the heroes are just good generally speaking, or they're gonna help you in Tower of Mark, Faction Abyss, Arena, etc, etc, Guild Boss, etc. So those heroes, when I keep, I would really keep them, but I would maybe not keep all of their copies, at least one copy of them. But again, you need to understand what you need. For example, Bisiden, you need 4 copies of him for him being okay. Liz, you need at least 1 copy for her to be amazing. Now 3 is even better. However, I don't know, if you have Holder, I wouldn't necessarily keep Reeves. Same for Magis. If I have Liz and Maya, I will never keep Magis, I will just feed him. So it's up to you to understand what you have or not, but generally speaking, those are the heroes I would keep for late game. Now then we have poison teams. So if you have Turf, if you have Taff or whatever, if you're running a poison team right now, those are the 4 heroes you're definitely gonna need end game. Now if you're not running a poison team, well, those 4 heroes you can just feed them, you won't need them either. Those are heroes that only work in a poison team. So if you don't have the legendaries or you don't count to build a poison team late game, those heroes are not needed at all. And then finally we have food. What is food for me? On any of my free-to-play accounts, main account, if I get any of those epics, I will just feed them. Now there are a few options per se that might be okay. So for example, him and him, you might consider to keep him. Him, you might consider to also keep him for example, the dungeon for Gwyneth. So there are plenty of options. You need to understand what your account have. If you have her, you don't need him. If you have him, I wouldn't even use him either. Again, if you have her, you don't really need him either. So it's really up to you to understand late game, what do I have for this boss, what do I gonna need for this boss. Late game, I need to finish Tower of Mark. Do I have enough of heroes? In those heroes, do I have supports and damage dealers? You need to sit, guys, and understand. No one will be ever able to tell you at 100%, you can feed this or keep this, that's the way to go. It doesn't work like that. Your team might change during the whole process of playing. You might loot a hero that will change everything. So again, when I say you can feed them, or those heroes are food, it's all your responsibility to understand if yes or no you can feed them. All I'm doing is showing you how my working process in my mind works, what is food for me or not, and how I will do it on my accounts. Again, it's not something to follow. This is just to be used, understood, and then applied to your account. Every account it will be different. Again, guys, I can't stretch it out. I will never ever recommend to feed all of your epics. You need to understand what can be used or not. You need to understand what you're gonna need or not. However, keeping 60, 70 epics and having just A3 hero, I also think it's really useless, and it won't bring you anywhere. Keeping, like, I don't know, I see plenty of boxes of my Discord where people have like one A3 hero and only 100 hero and level 100 heroes, but then I can see like 80 epic heroes just being there because everyone is telling them to keep all those heroes. So all I'm doing is, if something goes wrong, fuck off, that's not my fault. No, I'm joking. But there is a risk, guys. Like, that's the problem. You can use one hero and then he becomes broken and then he's like top GG, and I told you to feed him. Again, if you want to feed the heroes, that's the way I recommend to do it. But if one day they became completely broken, you have to take this risk into consideration, guys. Like, you have to. Now, I know there will be plenty of heroes saying, for example, I don't know, Oboro is amazing, Mizori is amazing, or someone else is amazing. Guys, if for your account it works, great, keep it. But if we take 100 accounts, on 95 accounts, those heroes will be food, because you need a very specific team, and you basically built Oboro because you didn't get Holder or Elaine or something like that. Again, those are specific scenarios. But if we take 100,000 accounts, on all of them, this is the template you would apply overall. But yeah, guys, that was it. I will also put into the description the link to the tier list of food or not. So it's up to you if you want to follow it or not. I know I will get plenty of hate in the comments to say people that they should feed epic heroes because they might or not become broken late game, but I also think it's completely fucking useless to have 80 heroes in your box or 60 and only having A3 hero and being blocked at Nightmare 1, Nightmare 2. Like, I prefer to feed 60 heroes and be in hell mode, farming more, having more stars, unlock more content, farming higher dungeon, than waiting that a patch note comes and the hero is better. That's just my opinion. I know we not gonna all agree. I'm fine with that. We all have our own opinions. That is my opinion, and that's what I advise to my followers. Understand what's your team, understand what you're gonna need, and from there you just gonna go and feed all the epics you don't need at the current stage. But yeah, guys, it was your boy Troll. I hope the video helps you. Again, guys, if you have comments, you disagree, put it in the comments, but be constructive. Tell me why not. Just don't tell me just that's shit, no, he's great, etc. Like, come on, I know you can speak and write, so just use it and put it in the comments. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for all the followers, subscribers. The channel is really growing. But as always, make sure for those who are still not subscribed, scroll down, click that follow button. You will remain free to play, and I will have more subscribers. The channel will grow, and I will be super happy. And it just motivates me to make more and more content for you guys. So if you appreciate it, click that button, like, share, donate if you can. All the links are in the description, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Infinite Magicraid, play to slay.